So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following the channel for a few weeks, you'll know that recently we got the 5-star duplicated Sturgill up to rank 4, which means that it is time to take on the Labyrinth of Legends. And I haven't really talked about kind of the preparation and training that I've been doing kind of behind the scenes to get ready for the Labyrinth of Legends, and kind of where I'm at and probably, you know, when I'm going to actually go for the full completion. But today, in terms of my training and kind of just practicing in the Labyrinth of Legends, because fighting enemies in the Labyrinth of Legends is very, very different from any other aspect of the game, in the fact that you only have like 8 parries. You've got 8 parries before you can't parry anymore. The bosses hit incredibly hard. They have enrage timers. You need to work on really kind of baiting the special attacks and intercepting very, very well as kind of like attacking into blocked opponents to generate more power so that you can bait more special attacks and intercept. And today was quite a big day for me because, as I like to say, when I'm kind of doing very difficult stuff, when I was initially prepping for the Realm of Legends with my 3-star Sturgill back in the day of Perfect Block, I was always challenging myself to see, like, oh, can we hit this amount of combo? Can we deal this much damage? And that's how I kind of progress and kind of train in the background. I'm like, okay, you know, we did a combo of 100, now let's try 150. And today, we reached quite a big milestone on the first boss of Red Hulk. We managed to do a combo of 302, and that equated to, what was it? Let's just go to the initial one, just over 1.5, well, not 1.5, just over 1 million damage, which I thought was pretty good considering that we didn't have any boosts active, and at the moment my masteries aren't set up to fully utilize everything for Realm of Legends. Like, I'm going to drop stuff like willpower, because for a lot of the boss fights that seems like absolutely irrelevant, which is going to free up a lot more points for me to focus on kind of, you know, getting Star-Lord as much damage output as humanly possible, because that's what it's all about, guys. So the team setup that we have Magneto, Cyclops, Ant-Man, and Yellow Jacket, all providing attack synergy bonuses to increase the enrage timer, because the enrage timer on the Labyrinth of Legends bosses is all based on the amount of attack that you have, so you want to get as much attack as possible. And with the 5-star Sturgill at rank 4 and this attack synergy bonus, we actually have like quite a lot of time before even the first enrage starts, so that's pretty good. But yeah, today was a pretty big milestone as I managed to, you know, hit over 1 million. So I was thinking to myself, you know, with like a 20% attack and health boost, and also maybe a 15% one and the right masteries, that would have been a kill. That would have been a kill on the Red Hulk in one try. So I'm feeling very, very confident to actually go for a full clear kind of sometime in the near future. But I'm going to explain to you guys, I won't be attempting the Labyrinth of Legends in full until the start of January, when that YouTube paycheck arrives for November, because as much as I do appreciate the generosity of the viewers, I don't want to have to like solely rely on donations and constantly begging for like revives and health potions. I want like quite a nice stack of units myself, so that I can just dip into those without having to like beg on stream like every 10 minutes, be like, guys, I messed up again, please can everybody send me revives. You know, I just want to do it somewhat independently, but then again, I'm also, you know, if you guys on the live stream as well want to chuck some revives my way, I do have no objections to that, but I just want, you know, that piggy bank, so, you know, I'm not solely relying on you guys and your generosity to complete it. But also, I wanted to make sure, you know, when actually like attempting the Labyrinth of Legends, I could have gone for it straight away, but I didn't feel like my skill level was quite there yet, and I feel like over the last couple of weeks, while I'm still not like at the brutal DLX level of gameplay, I've gotten like considerably better, especially in the Labyrinth of Legends. I mean, initially in the first week or so, I really struggled to get up to like 100 combo, and now I'm quite consistently hitting like over 100 to 200, with my highest being 300 and my second highest being about 260. So, I think we're doing well. We're definitely on the right track, and hopefully by the time we get to actually starting the Labyrinth of Legends in January, we're going to be able to, you know, we're going to be at that point where we can kill, like, every boss in, like, one try. 1 to 3, I think 1 to 4 tries is ideally what I'm aiming for every boss. But let's quickly talk about the map, guys, and what bosses, and what I'm kind of expecting to be problems. So, on the easiest path, guys, there are a total of 19 bosses. So 19 bosses, all with 1.5 million, apart from Maestro, who I believe has close to 4 million. And Maestro is actually the boss. I'm really not that worried about Maestro. The boss that I'm really worried about the most is Magic. I am really not looking forward to Magic as well. I feel like with Limbo, that damage back is just going to be such a huge problem. Not in terms of anything I can play around actively, but just in terms of eating up my units. I'm just going to have to spend so much on health potions and revives. But apart from that, kind of going around the map, you know, we've got Red Hulk first, who I think, again, by the time, he's going to be like a 1 or 2 shot. Old Man Logan should be fairly easy. Elektra might be a little bit of a pain with her level 1, but if we can consistently get her to a level 2 and bait and avoid that, that shouldn't be too bad. Miss Marvel shouldn't be too bad. Unstoppable Colossus should not be too bad, but that unstoppable buff might be a little bit of a pain. That might be a little bit of a problem there, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Then we got Vision, who should be really easy. Spider-Gwen might be a little bit annoying if she's constantly firing off level 1s. We just need to try and push her to level 2 as often as possible. Cyclops, it's just all about kind of sliding back and evading those level 1s, and shouldn't be too bad. Falcon, again, it's kind of getting to the level 2 on Falcon, because I can really easily evade that, but the level 1 is, you know, a rapid kind of machine gun fire, so that might be a little bit of a pain in terms of the amount of damage we take. And then we've got Gamora, who should be pretty easy. Her specials are very easy to avoid, but we will have the class disadvantage, so that'll make that a little bit longer. Magic, again, Magic I feel like is going to be the biggest problem out of all of the Labyrinth. Then we have War Machine, who again I think is going to be very similar to Falcon, maybe a little bit more annoying actually. But yeah, not really looking forward to War Machine too much either, but shouldn't be too bad. Then we have Ant-Man, who I think is going to be relatively easy, especially as level 1 is so easy to avoid for me now, so I don't think that's going to be much of a problem, although his duped ability might make him a little bit tougher than any of the previous opponents to kill. He might take quite a few more hits, so that might be a little bit annoying, but we'll see what happens. And then we have Deadpool X-Force, who I believe is going to be pretty easy for the most part. The only thing, you know, that we need to potentially be aware of is 30%. He gets that big power gain, but I think we can play around that. I think he's going to be pretty easy. Then we have Daredevil, again, should be quite easy. Venom, so used to fighting Venom, but we will have the class disadvantage, so that might be a little bit of a pain. Iron Fist, I think is going to be quite easy. Civil Warrior is going to be a longer fight, but it's going to be quite easy. And then Maestro, who I think is kind of going to be in the middle. If I've been practicing evading his level 1 at the end of chapter 4, so I don't think that's going to be too difficult, but if I can push him to level 2 like as often as possible, that is going to be so easy to avoid. So I'm not really super concerned about Maestro. Like, the main thing that is like just stopping me from going for this right now is Magic, because I feel like Magic is going to be a very expensive boss to fight. So yeah, I am really not looking forward to that, but I'm very interested as well, guys, because I've watched like quite a lot of gameplay videos. If any of you in the comments, if anybody watching has completed the Labyrinth of Legends, you know, what are some pro tips that you have? Is there anything, you know, that I've kind of explained today or talked about that I might have wrong? You know, I'm certainly not saying that I have everything right, but this is kind of the pre-game plan video, just explaining, you know, what I expect to be the problems, kind of where I'm at the moment. But what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to go into some footage of some of my tries on Red Hulk. Again, this isn't the super amazing best try, but there are some pretty good tries, so you can kind of see where I'm at in terms of my skill level and ability of playing the game. So let's cut to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see now is one of the fairly okay, average-ish tries at Red Hulk, where we managed to get quite a high combo streak. Now, in terms of my gameplay, again, guys, I do not claim to be the best person in the world, and I really do encourage you, if you've done the Labyrinth of Legends already, just to kind of look through the video and kind of point out what might be going wrong for me. I think I kind of know what the biggest issue is, and the biggest issue for me at the moment is that I can't, you know, I'm terrible at intercepting those regular attacks. in terms of baiting the level 1 and kind of playing around that, I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at that for the most part. Sometimes I don't bait aggressively or quickly enough. Sometimes I'm a little bit too hesitant on that. But for the most part, like, the baiting of the level 1 is on lockdown. But it's the intercepting that is kind of my, I believe, my weakest point at the moment. I'm pretty sure if I can nail that intercepting, if I can just get used to the patterns of it, that I'd be able to get this guy down, like, consistently in one try. So it's something I need to practice on. But again, guys, if you've already done the Labyrinth, please, you know, feel free to leave any tips, anything you spot that could be improved on in the comments below. Because, guys, as a player, I'm always looking to get a little bit better, you know? I'm aware that I'm not the best player in the world, but I'm trying, guys. I'm definitely trying. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the fight.